Hi y'all, this is James with D Heart Reptile Design with my son here, August, and camera girl, Alexis. We're coming to you COVID-19 lockdown in Houston, Texas. But we're still taking care of our family and our pets while we're doing so, enjoying this time together. So I just wanted to give you kind of a little what we're doing. So I decided we have two that we're actually holding back from this last year. Wanted to show you this girl. She is only 1 year old. She's only 1 year old. She's already 700 grams. She's actually a little bit faster than the growth curve would actually suggest. She's really, really great. We love her. She's a Super Mojave GHI. She will be giving us our solar flares. She's gonna go to our bamboo next year. We'll get some solar flares. That's our project with that one. The solar flare is it's just an interesting looking animal because the combination of what a bamboo and a Mojave do is you'll actually still see the outline of the bamboo in the white of the Mojave, but then that solar flare, which is that GHI, comes and darkens that white into a purple. And so what you get is this like little lightning, pattern inside the purple. It's really great, awesome snake. I really liked it when I saw it, and I said, you know what, I want to create that. So something we do in this hobby is we create what we like. If somebody says that, hey, you know what, you need to create this or that because they're really great snakes. I say do what interests you. If you really like pastels and you feel like you can bring something to the hobby with some pastels, great. I'm gonna let August hold the next one. He is our GHI Mojave. He hasn't sold this last year, and I think we're just gonna hold him back as a backup. We have Mr. Mushroom. He's been doing a lot of work for us these last few years, and I don't think we're gonna retire him. I think it's just always good to have a backup. You don't want to overwork your animals, and you can kill a male ball python by breeding him too much. So he'll stop eating, and they'll just wither away and die if you breed them too hard. We never breed ours too hard. Some breeders will put them to 4 and 5 females a season, and honestly, if I have mine going to 2 females, it really is kind of a stretch. I really don't typically stick them on 2 females, or sometimes if I do, I'll take them off and I'll give them a whole week for a break and start making sure he's eating before I do. I'm not a typical breeder, what you would consider. These are our pets. I'm not really looking for, I'm just looking to create some really cool looking animals. So an update, we had today, Easter 2020.
Dad?
Buddy, what?
There's poop in that cage.
Okay, thank you. So you know what? That's what they do. I just cleaned out her cage yesterday. She had a massive anyway, and guess what? Today she's got some more to share with us. So this morning I looked in the incubator and we had 5 out of 7 eggs with the little heads poking out. If you wanted to take a look, let me turn on the light here. Well, I don't know if you could see it, but you can see the little heads popping out. See the little heads popping out? They're like, go back in. They're scared. But yeah, it's really great when you're watching these guys really grow and develop. Out of this clutch, we actually looked at them again, and this clutch holds 3 banana black pastels, and 1 normal. So we really got some pretty great odds on this. Now, out of the bananas and banana black pastels, there still could be some super bananas. We will find out what our odds were on super bananas after they shut out. The super bananas are a little cleaner than just a typical banana, but of course we'll find out. If there's a super banana black pastel, that will not be going anywhere, whether it's a female or a male. What else here? I wanted to show you the last time we shot a video. I wanted to show you the female that these babies came out of, and her name is Trixie. Well, you could see her, but This is her at her worst. You know, she's still coming back. She's eating again, but those first few weeks after she laid, she didn't eat. She's, we call her Trixie. She's feisty. Man, she's feisty. When we first got her, we got her from Bailey and Bailey. Great breeder. I would suggest everyone go try to talk to him if he'll talk to you. But he's one of those guys that just produces a lot of quality animals. We snagged this female from him, and just really great female. She's kind of dociled out since we got her. I believe when these animals come from big breeders, they really don't get, domesticated enough because they don't get held very often. But I hold her quite often, and she's really kind of calmed down. But yeah, the babies came off of her. She's recovering. She's doing really well. She's eating again, which is my most important thing. I want them eating. I want them shedding out. I want them, looking good again. Anyway, this is James with D-Heart Reptile Design, just giving you guys an update. We will be shooting the next video, hopefully showing you the results of that clutch that just hatched out. We did have we did have a snake produce some eggs this last week. It kind of was a little iffy. I don't want to go too much into it, but she's actually dealing with an egg that's still caught up in her right now. What that is she had 12 eggs, okay? And that's hard for any mama to be producing. She was able to give us 11 out of those eggs. One of those eggs just ended up being in her for too long. So now she's still got one in her. Instead of, they say, okay, you could palpate the egg out. And I said, you know what? I've seen too many breeders try to do that, and they'll fold the oviduct. And a lot of breeders will do that because they kind of, in my opinion, they might get a little greedy in wanting to get that last egg and produce another animal. But at what cost? You're going to fold that oviduct. I talked to a lot of, I've seen a lot of veterinarians that just say let nature take its course. These snakes out in the wild, this thing happens to them. How do they still survive and thrive and grow? It's because, they don't have greedy breeders trying to squeeze these eggs out of them or trying to take them to the doctor and cut them open and save the egg. They have a natural tendency of actually dealing with these things on their own far better than our intervention can actually produce. So I say, you know what? She's safe. She's actually pretty healthy. She's been hydrating herself really well. Just fresh water and try to make sure she's as relaxed as possible. And that egg, I believe, will end up compounding and being removed from her once maybe another month or two passes. Anyway, like and subscribe. This is James of D-Heart Reptile Design. Thank you for tuning in.